Smooth Love Potion Value Expectation Rundown. Exceptionally Smooth Love Potion (SLP) sort of is gauged to generally basically arrive at an extremely normal cost of $1.30 toward the finish of 2025, which essentially generally is genuinely critical. With the actual sort of current cost of $0.0024, actually quite Smooth Love Potion generally for the most part holds its ground on the lookout, which by and large for the most part is very critical in an unpretentious manner. Genuinely Smooth Love Potion (SLP) is expected to basically generally arrive at an especially really greatest cost of $9.31 continuously 2030 in an in every practical sense, significant way, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Examiners project a bullish pattern for especially Smooth Love Potion in 2040, with costs possibly coming to $1.53 mark, especially as opposed to mainstream thinking in an unpretentious manner. By and large long-haul examination proposes that truly Smooth Love Potion cost might actually flood to $2.04 by 2050, with a reasonably essentially possible reach somewhere in the range of $1.96 and $2.23, which for the most part especially is genuinely critical in an exceptionally significant manner. Starting around 02 December 2023, kind of beautiful Smooth Love Potion for the most part certainly is exchanging at $0.0024 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.33% in every practical sense, most recent 1 hour in a very all things considered significant way, which is very critical. SLP really has a truly all-out market cap of $100,565,412 with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $10,781,137, which fundamentally truly is very critical, or so they for the most part thought. This for the most part generally makes sort of Smooth Love Potion (SLP) kind of fundamentally positioning at 323 in the cryptographic money market, super in opposition to mainstream thinking, which explicitly is very huge. On the off chance that you very are a crypto financial backer, and considering what generally in a real sense is the very sort of Smooth Love Potion cost expectation end of 2040, what will kind of sort of Smooth Love Potion really be most certainly in every practical sense worth in 2040, pretty truly in spite of prevalent thinking, which explicitly is very huge. Is pretty in every practical sense, Smooth Love Potion, an extremely wise speculation or truly worth purchasing in 2040, or so they most certainly thought, which is very huge. Will SLP cost for the most part outperform its untouched high, or so they fundamentally really thought? These truly sort of are sort of essentially Smooth Love Potion cost expectations for SLP's future in an unpretentious manner. Smooth Love Potion (SLP) value expectation 2040, as per the actual kind of Smooth Love Potion gauge cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the SLP cost in every practical sense truly is supposed to in every practical sense sort of cross an actually certainly normal value level of $0.0025, the normal most certainly especially least value worth of by and large truly Smooth Love Potion, toward the finish of the ridiculously current year, ought to be $0.0024, or so they generally thought, which basically is very huge. Besides, SLP can generally most certainly arrive at an especially kind of greatest value level of $0.0027, or so they in every way that really matters, in a real sense thought. Smooth Love Potion (SLP) value gauge November 2023. For November 2023, the cost of commonly Smooth Love Potion, quite as explicitly anticipated to sort of arrive at a genuinely beautiful typical cost of $0.0025, while the coin could exchange between a very limit of $0.0026 and an especially truly least of $0.0023, or so they entirely thought. SLP value conjecture December 2023. In December 2023, the cost of pretty commonly Smooth Love Potion explicitly is gauged to for the most part be at around a kind of least worth of $0.0024, or so they in every practical sense thought, which truly is genuinely huge. The fundamentally especially Smooth Love Potion value worth can in a real sense basically arrive at an exceptionally beautiful limit of $0.0027, with the decently especially normal exchanging worth of $0.0025 in United States dollars, in an essentially huge way in an unobtrusive manner. Smooth Love Potion decently for the most part passed cost examination with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap. The pretty essentially Smooth Love Potion S cost actually by and large has shown a by and large great increment of 1.2% in the fundamentally most recent 24 hours, which essentially in every practical sense is very huge. From pretty by and large most recent 7 days, the SLP explicitly especially was in genuinely sort of good vertical pattern and expanded by 1.11%, which explicitly especially is very critical in a really significant manner. Smooth Love Potion generally has shown fundamentally areas of strength for truly exceptionally potential recently, and this could be actually especially great chance to dive right in and in every practical sense, really put resources into an in every practical sense, significant way especially. Smooth Love Potion Value Conjecture 2040 Facts. What will especially sort of be certainly Smooth Love Potion, kind of sort of worth in 2040, or so they certainly thought, which especially is genuinely huge. The SLP cost basically generally is estimated to by and large truly arrive at a kind of extremely greatest degree of $0.0027, with especially sort of least cost of $0.0024 toward the finish of 2040, or so they sort of thought, which for the most part is genuinely huge. Accomplishes in every way that really matters, Smooth Love Potion explicitly especially have a future in a kind of fundamentally significant manner and an unobtrusive manner. As far as cost, quite Smooth Love Potion has an extraordinary by and large potential to arrive at new levels, showing how with the truly current cost of $0.0024, truly Smooth Love Potion for the most part generally holds its ground in the market in an especially extremely significant way in a kind of enormous manner. It generally by and large is figure that SLP will increment in esteem in an extremely significant way. As per certainly unambiguous specialists and business examiners, actually most certainly Smooth Love Potion can generally explicitly raise a ruckus around town, the particularly the greatest cost of $0.0131 till 2030. Fundamentally further appearance how this explicitly makes actually essentially Smooth Love Potion, SLP, sort of positioning at 323 in the digital money market in a very enormous manner, essentially in spite of mainstream thinking. Is somewhat truly Smooth Love Potion, especially most certainly worth purchasing in 2040, in an essentially most certainly significant manner. Smooth Love Potion's worth basically is supposed to by and large generally keep on growing, as deficiency will in general very energize cost rise, so from for the most part certainly most recent 7 days, the SLP most certainly basically was in quite a good vertical pattern and expanded by 1.11% in an in every practical sense, truly significant way in a genuinely significant way. If it's not too much trouble, note, there essentially in every practical sense is a gamble to any venture, reasonably all things considered, further appearance how certainly long-haul examination recommends that quite Smooth Love Potion cost might actually flood to $2.04 by 2050,